All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back, and it's time to continue the Baltimore Orioles franchise here on MLB The Show 21. A great bit of lovely news for everybody. I got about 18 minutes into this video, and then looked over at my laptop and realized that we had froze up. The screen had froze up at about 1 minute into the video, and I had not noticed that. So, there's a fair bit of stuff that we just did that is no longer in the video. So we'll recap that real quick. Just to kind of recap the postseason, the Houston Astros swept the Chicago Cubs in the World Series. That gave them the World Series victory, and then we went through, started tendering a lot of contracts. We fired our hitting coach, our pitching coach resigned, and so we're in the market for a couple of new coaches here. We re-signed Yolmer Sanchez, and now we have just gone through and offered a lot of these guys. Anybody who pretty much anyone who was over deep potential got a contract, and anybody who was not asking for too much money at C potential got an offer. I was telling everybody in the video before it cut out that we do have a surplus of a budget now. The increase there you can see on the right hand side. We have a pretty solid increase to our budget. So we've already tendered those contracts. Let's go ahead and tender our salary arbitration here. We've got a lot of guys who are eligible for arbitration that we're going to have to work through. So let's go ahead and get into it. David Dahl, he is the first guy, one of our first players that's going to really want real money, big boy money here. And he's worth it to me. I think at 28 years of age, he saw great growth. That power versus lefties and contact versus righties, a +8 and a +9 over the last year. He looks very solid for us, and I think he's a key piece of our future. So for me, a 5-year deal at 6.7, I'll bump him up to $7 million. Honestly, he's 100% worth it. Every dollar out. If you look at those hitting stats, all up in the 70s. It's just beautiful and exactly what we want to see right now out of a left fielder. So we're going to offer David Dahl that nice big deal. Pedro Severino, he saw good growth in his age 28 season, but with Adley Rutschman on the rise, if he is going to ask for too much money, then we can go ahead and dump him here. Adley Rutschman is going to be our guy of the future. But at $3.5 million, I'm more than comfortable. We've been trying to penny pinch this offseason. We're going to look to make a splash in free agency with our surplus in budget here. I apologize if there's some flashes on the screen. I'm doing my best with what I have here. All right, Trey Mancini. Let's get into Trey Mancini here. All right, let's make an offer. 3.8 a year for Trey Mancini. He is our starting first baseman. Ryan Mountcastle is on the rise. He is on the rise. He will probably take over full-time at first next year. So with that being said, I think let's go ahead and offer Trey Mancini. He isn't asking for too much, and he's going to want more money if we take less years here. 3.8 is what I'll offer him, but I'm not going to offer him more with Ryan Mountcastle there. Rio Ruiz, he's our starting third baseman. He is a piece of our future. He saw pretty solid growth this year, so I'm comfortable offering him. We're going to drop him down. You can see there's kind of a significant drop-off if we take him down to 3 years here. So we'll take him at 2.7 for 3 years. We'll offer him. Pat Valaika, our power hitter. He's also at second. He wants 3.2 a year, but drops down to just 1.9, 1.6. I think 2.1 for 3 years is a pretty solid deal. So let's offer him as well. Paul Fry, a reliever. We are going to need every reliever that we can get down in the next couple of years until we can get this core where we want it. So we'll offer him a 3-year deal at 2.1 or 2.2. Tanner Scott, another reliever, 27 years of age. He's also seeing really good growth. We'll offer him at 1.6 for the next 2 years. Good. Sean Armstrong, that deep potential Sorry, buddy. We're not doing that anymore. And Chance Sisco, the last one, looking at $3 million a year for a 68 overall player who has 70 power against lefties but can barely touch the ball. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and take you at 1 point. We're just gonna run him year by year for right now. We have a lot of depth at catcher. So, all right, there's the arbitration contracts taken care of. Let's go ahead and look at free agency. Let's go ahead and look. Freddie Freeman, right off the bat. We have, if I had to guess here, I have to do the math in my head. 92 minus 30, 62, about $58 million to play with here. And there is some talent on this market like we have never seen before. Freddie Freeman. Clayton Kershaw is there. He is 34 years of age. Let's look at the fact that the Dodgers just offered a 34-year-old pitcher a 7-year contract. That's absolutely insane. That is completely insane. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at what we've got to work with here. The starting pitching market, these top three guys are very, very strong candidates for anything. Noah Syndergaard, no offers for Noah Syndergaard. Dylan Bundy doesn't seem interested in that LA Angels deal. We could really bump up our pitching core with a Dylan Bundy. He's only 29. He's only 29, is Dylan Bundy. Clayton Kershaw, he's going to want money. I know that for a fact he is going to want money, but he's doing well even in his age 34 season. He's going to want the $30 million. He's going to want $28 million, which I have no space to give him at the moment. Noah Syndergaard at 91, he's going to want even more at $31 million because he's only 28 years of age. But if we're going to offer a guy like Noah Syndergaard a potential 28 years of age, if we're going to offer him, I'm going to offer him like a 7-8 year deal. You know, we're gonna offer him big money if we end up making that offer to him. Dylan Bundy would look for 15-2 a year, and he would take over as our effective ace. Or he'd be battling with John Means for it, honestly, as Means would grow. So we could always make a splash at pitcher. We could always make a splash there. Relievers, something that we have to work on is our relieving core. Adam Ottavino at 36 just does not appeal me. David Robertson at 36, no thank you. Another 36-year-old and Tony Watson, no thank you. All these guys in their late 30s, I'm not a huge fan of pitchers into their 30s. They just kind of fall off a cliff, in my opinion. In terms of closers, I mean, we can look, but we're more than set with Roberto Osuna and Hunter Harvey coming through the ranks. So we're not going to worry about that. At catcher, got a couple of good options up here. Again, one of those places where we are set between Pedro, Adley, and Chase, as well as Chance coming through the system. I'm comfortable with our options at catcher for the future. First base is where we really have an interesting conundrum here. Freddie Freeman at 98 overall. He's an absolute monster of a player. He's in his age 32 season. So we wouldn't offer him extremely long-term deals. He would want the $31 million a year, but you're looking at a guy who hit .334 with 41 bombs last year at 32 years of age. 96 contact righties, and the guy can hit anywhere in the lineup. He can play at first. He can also play at third. It presents a very interesting option to us. Just a very, very interesting option. So we'll take a peek here at Freddie Freeman, but I'm not expecting anything life-changing out of him. We'll see what else we have to look with. Jonathan Shoup, age 30 at second. And again, another place that we're set with our guys for right now. I mean, Ramon Urias, Jemiah Jones, Pat Valaika. Jemiah Jones kind of our man of the future in that area. Over at third, Kyle Seager, but he's already at age 34, starting to drop off there. Matt Carpenter, 36, and Todd Frazier, also 36. Nothing doing there. Over at short, an interesting bit here. We could always pick up a kind of a rental guy until Adam Hall and Taron Vavra are ready. We could always look for a guy in the 90s, and this is a loaded shortstop market right here. We could always look for a Javi Baez or a Trevor Story, a Carlos Correa just for a couple of years. What would Javi Baez want? Oh, geez, $28 million. Down to 20. If we wanted him for 2 years, he would want a $25 million deal. Maybe not him. Maybe not him. Let's keep looking. Corey Seager, A potential, saw great growth. What would Corey Seager be looking for? 18. Now, this is something that we can look into. Corey Seager. We could look into shoring up a bit of a weak spot on our lineup right now because I don't exactly want Adam Hall and Taron Vavra to start in the show. I'd love for them to have another year down in AAA where they can keep growing. Corey Seager provides us a bit of a stopgap. If we sign Corey Seager, let's say we drop Corey Seager to a 2-year deal. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. We put him in a 2-year deal. He wants just $14 million a year for 2 years. It takes him to age 29, so he's right in his prime. We could deal him. We could sign him if we want to keep him. I think that's a pretty solid-looking deal right there for Corey Seager, who's a great hitter. He would be a great hitter for us. So keep your eyes on Corey Seager because I think we're definitely going to make that offer. I'm going to go ahead and I got to note these down here. So Corey Seager would be somebody who'd be worth looking for. We're also still in the market for a starter, so let's not rule any of that out yet. In left, we've got our person of the future in David Dahl. I'm not worried at all about signing a left fielder. In center, we got Austin Hayes, the 26-year-old, and we've got Kyle Stowers behind him, so we're not worried about any of these guys as well. Starlin Marte would be interesting to look at, but at age 33, I don't think so. Right fielders, Anthony Santander, he's there. He is there, even though Michael Conforto would be a nice option. So I think that we are going to, the main offers we're going to make one to Corey Seager, that is for sure, to shore up that hole in our lineup while Hall and Vavra grow in the minors. We are going to be making an offer to Corey Seager. The question is, do we offer a starter as well? Do we offer Noah Syndergaard? That is the big question. Because if we offer Noah Syndergaard, he becomes our immediate ace of the future. Immediately becomes our ace of the future. Of now and of the future. I mean, the guy's an absolute unit. A 6-year deal. 7 years takes him till he's 35. 7 years takes him till he's 35. I think I'm going to make this offer. We have just simply put a massive budget to work with right now. And it still leaves us enough to make the Seager deal. So I'm going to make the offer. We're going to make a splash. We're going to improve our starting pitching core. All right? Our starting 5 for next year is going to be Noah Syndergaard, John Means, Luke Rennie, Matt Thompson, and Keegan Aiken. That is going to be the 5 for next year. With the exception of maybe Keegan Aiken getting bumped out of the 5 spot. But between having Noah Syndergaard there, and then if we are able to sign Matt Thompson long term, that is an absolutely lethal 1-2 punch. So we're gonna make the offer here. We're gonna go. What is it? 6 years. If I do 6 years in a player option, that player option's for the 7th year, right? Is that gonna be more likely than just? Yeah, that is better than. So we'll do 6 years plus a player option for a 7th year at $31 million a year. Noah Syndergaard right here. This is the splash that we're going to make in free agency, or one of them. This is why we pinched our pennies right here. So let's make the offer here to Noah Syndergaard. All right, we are the first offer on the table for the 28-year-old. And now we've got just shy of $30 million to work with. So let's go ahead. We're going to cruise over to shortstops. Where is Corey Seager, the 27-year-old? We're going to drop him down to $2 million a year. And when does it start? What can we get away with? Probably reasonably would be probably $15 a year. So let's go ahead and offer Corey Seager $15 million a year for the 2-year deal. All right. So now that we made our 2 big deals here. The only other thing we're going to look at, again, I want to keep looking at is relievers. We do need some more solid reliever depth. Is anybody in their 20s here? Anybody? or maybe even their early 30s with decent potential. Anything here? Tony Watson, they're kind of falling off a cliff here. Luis Avilan, here we go. Avilan. He's pitched all right for the last few years. He's kind of bounced around. He was on the Dodgers, got traded somewhere in 2018, ends up on the Mets, ends up on the Yankees last year. Did not pitch in 2021, but somehow is still growing. Excuse that chime. Somehow did not, or was still growing even though he wasn't pitching. So we'll wait until the next round of free agency there. And a lot of the younger guys will get released, and we'll be able to do a little more pruning of our free agency here. So here we go. Sam Valenzuela has accepted our offer as a pitching coach. Beautiful, beautiful. Patrick Cabrera, I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. Freddie Freeman, he goes to the Oakland A's on a 8-year, $30 million a year deal. Holy cow. That is a big deal for Freddie Freeman. We've got to do staff here. Where is it? Roster. Is it over here? Coach contracts. Here we go. We got to find a new hitting coach. Got to find ourselves a new hitting coach, and let's go ahead and get Giuseppe Hayward here. Let's go ahead and pick up Giuseppe Hayward, or at least offer him. We'll go 3 years at $6 million a year for Mr. Hayward. Anybody who's not going to... All right, Josh Webb. Let's offer Josh Webb 3 years at 4.5. And we'll offer Roderick Milano 3 years at 4.5. There we go. We offered all three of them. One of those guys has to accept. At least one of them has to. So, all right, here we go. Let's keep running through free agency here. And there it is, baby. Corey Seager on a 2-year, $15 million deal. Corey Seager, welcome to the Baltimore Orioles, baby. All right, so our first big splash is complete. Now all eyes rest on Noah Syndergaard. Clayton Kershaw, oh my goodness, he's staying in the NL. He's going to Washington on a $31 million 7-year deal. Hoo-wee. So they're paying him till he's 41. He's collecting good money. And there it is, baby. Let's go. Let's go. Noah Syndergaard. Let's go. All right, we got our two. That's our two splashes right there. That's our two splashes. That's why we pinched our pennies with the rest of the team here. Giuseppe Hayward. All right, whatever, buddy. Josh Webb. There we go. We got ourselves a hitting coach. Trevor Story. He's headed to the L.A. Dodgers. All right. We're in business here, boys. Carlos Correa to the Atlanta Braves. We are in business. Christian Vasquez, he heads to Chicago to play for the Cubs. Jonathan Schoop, I almost said Scoop, goes to the Astros. We got our man. We got our men. Our two guys. Absolutely beautiful. Let's go ahead and check. Did anyone, who's still waiting? Who are we still waiting on? We're waiting on Luke Rennie. Still, you can see our budget's been kind of decimated, but that's all right. I'm okay with that. Everything else we have to sign is strictly minor league deals. So, hey, we are looking real good right about now. Ladies and gentlemen, we're looking great. Luke Rennie, he's still what? Is he complaining about money again? Is he still on money? I'll re-offer you at 1.3. It's a slightly larger deal. I hope he takes it. He's a part of our future plans here, is Luke Rennie. He's a part of our future plans. We got to select the 40-man roster here. Make sure that we don't lose any of our guys. Look at that, baby. Noah Syndergaard in a O's uniform. You love to see it here. We love it. We love it. This roster is getting so much better than it was when we first took over. We're looking real good right now. So, we've got Syndergaard. I think I can sort it, right? Yeah. Here we go. So, how many guys on the 40-man? We got 25, 38, 39 guys on the 40-man roster right now. So what we're going to do, we're going to go over to the 40-man. We got to set this really quick before the Rule 5 and we lose a bunch of our good guys. So, guys that are on here that shouldn't be on here. People like Dean Kramer do not need to be on 40-man roster. Guys like Bruce Zimmerman do not need to be on my 40-man roster. Guys like Ashton Godot, we've got plenty of pitchers I know for a fact on this roster that are on our 40-man, so I'm not worried. Diaz can stay. Tyler Nevin, he's 23, otherwise I would have sent him packing already. Hunter Harvey, yeah, we want to get our A potential guys on this list. I do not need D potential players on my 40-man. Oh, Sean Armstrong, I do need him on my 40-man roster, but I think outside of him, everyone else, yeah, we're pretty set here. I mean, Tyler Wells can we're gonna bump him. No. There we go. All right. So we've got a bunch of guys that we bumped off the 40-man, so we can. I didn't mean to do that. Go back in and work some of these guys into the 40-man roster. So guys like DL Hall, I'm going to want to add him to our 40-man roster. Guys like William Suzuki, let's bring him onto the roster. Anyone with A potential is the people that we're pulling in. We're making sure that they are on the 40-man. And then we'll add some B potential guys in. Anybody who has got the A potential. So Rutschman, Chase Velo, we're going to want him on there, honestly, instead of Chance Sisco. Why is he mad? Why are you mad? Won't tell me. Okay. He's angry with something. I couldn't tell you what. Chase Velo, let's get him on the 40-man as well. I do not want to lose any of these guys. Velo is almost ready to jump to the show. He had a big jump in overall. He jumped Chance Sisco. Sisco might be trade bait here by the end of the year if he's not careful. Sisco might be trade bait, ladies and gents. He can't hit. He just can't hit for us. That's the problem. So that's what that is. It is what it is with that. Eugene Lin, he will probably be a guy that gets added if nobody takes any of these guys. Santiago, Wilbus Santiago, let's get him up there. We're at 38. We don't have a ton of space left on the roster here. We've got our guys of the future. If anybody would like Reynald Delgado, I can add him to the 40-man, but he'll be another guy we add a little bit later if we have to. David Dahl, I'm good with him being on there. Austin Hayes and company. We're going to switch, I think, Cedric Mullins. Yeah. We're going to switch off Cedric Mullins for Kyle Stowers. We're going to make that change. And everyone over here is okay. So let me go back to, who was it? Delgado. Let's go ahead and toss Delgado back on the 40-man. And then I think that's everybody. I don't think there's anybody else really that I don't mind. If we lose them, it might suck a few of these guys, but it's not going to be, the end of the world or anything. Oh, how about Adam Hall? Why is he not on here yet? Really? Why was Adam Hall not on here? I could have sworn the dude would have been on there. And we're full. Okay. We'll go ahead and bump somebody for him. I could have sworn Adam Hall was already on the roster. Cesar Valdez, you're in the MLB, aren't you? This is the MLB roster. How about that? Duh. Where's the 40-man? Right there. Thank you very much. Isaac Matson. No, thank you. And let's scroll back over to short. And let's go ahead and put Adam Hall back on the 40-man roster. Okay. So as I look through here, oh my goodness, the roster screen just screws me up every time. Anybody major that is not on here that I should be worried about? Vavra. How about another guy that we should be worried about that isn't on the 40-man roster? How about that one? Why are these guys not on our 40-man? That's the question that I've got. We're gonna have to just kind of scroll down and find the lowest couple of guys here. After Hunter Harvey, who is it? Dylan Tate, 63 overall. How about Diaz? Let's go ahead and pull Diaz. You know what? No. We're not doing that. Dylan Tate. You'll get called. You'll get the call when it's good and ready. When you are good and ready, you'll get the call. All right. Let's get back down here to, it was Vavra. I don't even know what PS eligible means, but we're going to ignore it for right now. There we go. Okay. Everyone else down here, I'm comfortable. If we maybe lose them, we will live. We will live if we don't have a lot of these guys. All right. So now let's go ahead and keep burning through free agency. Michael Conforto goes to the Blue Jays. Miami has claimed Cedric Mullins. 40-mans must be set. We are set. Kirby Yates heads to the LA Angels. Alrighty, so now we're free agency 2. Is it waiver time now? Is that what it is?
David Price is on the block. We don't need him. Is it, where is it that I'm looking for here? It's not there yet. There's no, I don't know. I couldn't tell you what I'm thinking of right now. Free agents, so we've still got plenty of them available. Free agency 3, and that is, yeah, so this is anyone who doesn't get arbitration now. I'm good. Alrighty, so now we're in free agency 3. We got a couple more guys probably on the market that weren't offered, we're not offered arbitration. We're really still looking in this area. Got anybody in their 20s here? Really? There's nobody in their 20s. Oh, here's someone. Matt Stram. Maybe Stram. He pitched really well last year. 1.94 ERA over 83 innings, 16 holds, 8-4 record for the Padres. Matt Stram. What's he want? 2.4? 2.4 for 5 years. Well, let's see if we can get him to go down. We can't. Okay. Nope. We'll keep waiting here. To free agency 4, I believe December 2nd. Yep. All right. So, did we have anybody that we had to worry about? Nope. Luke Rennie looks like he accepted. Everyone else is going to be a free agent. So, all right. So Lindor, he is back with. Didn't he? Okay. Never mind. I'm just thinking through things too much. Alrighty. We got some more free agents that have probably just hit the market. Doesn't look like anybody overly like fresh or anything hit the market just yet. You can see as terms of starters, Felix Hernandez, the best available starter left. Thankfully, we've got our starting 5 for the next year set. Relievers, we've got to have someone in here, right? There's no one? Oh my goodness, this is just a feast or famine kind of market, and it's straight famine right now. This is the Rule 5 draft. I think that's it, right? The Tigers interested in a trade here. They want AJ Graffinino. They're going to send us Alex Lang. He's a 25-year-old B potential pitcher. Not bad for who? AJ Graffinino at short. We might end up taking this, and we definitely will end up taking this. Add some pitching depth, and we've already got plenty of depth at short, so let's go ahead. Let's take it. It can't hurt. We'll take that offer from the Tigers. And hey, they said, oh, we're interested in another one here. Jeff Brunner, they must have a surplus at starting pitcher, but they're seeking starting pitchers. I don't know what they're doing here. So, Jeff Brunner, one of their C potential, and they want who? A reliever in the way of Isaac Matson. No. I'm not trading garbage for garbage. I'm not doing that. Tigers, what is it? What do you guys? Why do you keep wanting? No, not Yusniel Diaz. Get out of here. Jeez, Pete. Javi Baez goes to the Mariners. This is the Rule 5 draft. I don't think I'm going to end up taking anybody unless they're very good. Have any of our guys been taken? Ferguson? Was he one of ours? Caleb Ferguson? No. I don't think he was. I don't see any of our players yet. So plenty of guys on here with good potential. The key is if we pick somebody here. Oh my goodness, does Noah Syndergaard look good in that uniform? If we pick somebody, they have to stay on our. I think it's on our 25 man the entire year. So if we pick them, they've got to stay up here. So hey, a guy like John Brebbia, or maybe an Oliver Drake. These are the kind of guys that we can get behind. You know, this is something that we could look into. Rick Slade as a starter, maybe. What if I click recommend? They're recommending that we pick up relievers because they know we need them. If we had bothered to pick up Rick Slade, where would he fit? I can't see where he'd fit into our thing. We don't need him. A guy like Jace Vines, hang on now. A guy like Jace Vines, 26 years of age, B potential. Interesting. If he's still around come round 2, if Jace Vines is still there, how about you look to the right, Nick? Oh my goodness, moron. How about you look to the right and you can see your entire organization? I'm sitting here, I don't know where they fit in. Yeah, okay, Nick, use your eyes. Oh my goodness gracious, I feel like an idiot. Okay, so we picked up Jace Vines. He would fit in the 3 spot, but he'd push Keegan Aiken into the pen and leave Matthew Thompson as our 5 pitcher, which is okay with me because he's still going to get reps, but I don't want to create too much of a log jam here with Hall and Suzuki coming up. Now, if we go to reliever, we take John Brebbia. He is far and away our best reliever, right off the bump. He is far and away the best reliever that we have. So let's go ahead and pick up John. What's his contract? What's his deal? He'll be on arbitration next year. Okay. So let's go ahead and take John Brebbia, and that'll help us out there. I still don't see any of our guys, so I think we're still kind of high and dry here. Let's keep looking. All these starters are still here, boys. All these starters are still here. Jace Vines, that kid's something else. I'm telling you, I've had him in a couple of different franchise modes in this game. That kid can ball, Jace Vines. Has he pitched in the MLB? He hasn't. He'd be a rookie for us. Oh, it's tempting. Oh, it's so tempting. Do they have any guys with A potential? This is just something. But now we're down to the guys who aren't going to see our roster this year. I think it's probably worth it. It is probably worth it to pick them up here. DL Hall is not likely to see the majors this year. Suzuki's not likely to see the majors this year. Keegan Aiken will go to the pen. He can provide another bullpen arm for us. Let's go ahead and do it. Jace Vines. Bring him in. Jace Vines. Beautiful. And that's probably all the picks that we're going to need to make here. I don't really see us. Oh my gosh, there's so many rounds. Holy jumping. Okay. Oh, see, we're full. Yeah, okay. Sorry, we can only pick until our 40-man's full. I didn't even know that. Alrighty, the Rule 5 draft, they have come to an end. Alright. So let's exit the draft. Arbitration hearings are in 2 months' time. Pirates interested in a trade offer. No way, Jose, am I giving you William Suzuki. Get out of here with that junk. Let's keep going. Brandon Lowe. All right. Keep going. The Rangers. They want James Bond. The starter. Let's see here. He is way down here. 18 years of age. James Bond for Blake Bass. No, thank you. I'll keep my secret agent starter down there in Double-A. So we're working through here. Arbitration hearings. What's the date of significance here? Oh, for John Brebbia. Oh, whoa. That's not good. We forgot to renew John Brebbia. Well, that's okay. We can afford to pay him. I'm not worried. 1 point. Okay, that's beautiful, honestly. They sided with our organization even though we didn't put in an arbitration claim. That's fine. That is perfectly fine with me. Yeah, let's just, here we go. Now we're up at spring training. Here we are. We're up at spring training, and that's going to do it for the video here. I know we didn't really get, it might have been a bit more of a boring video with the exception of picking up Noah Syndergaard, but we did pick up Noah Syndergaard, and this roster, we jumped from 23rd ranked up to 19th. So, hey, boys, we're getting there. We are getting there. This team is improving. This is a much different squad than when we took over prior to year one. In just 1 year, we've improved this roster so much from the first year. So when we come back in the next video, I might go ahead and sign our depth off the screen, off the camera. I don't want to waste your guys' time with me looking for minor leaguers to fill holes in the minor league organizations. So I might go ahead and take care of that one on my own, but in the next video, it's going to be spring training, the roster decisions, and if we have time, the first month of the season. So, per the usual, thank you everyone for watching. If you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss a second of our sports gaming content. We've got a lot of good Olympic content that we're going to be creating coming up here. So I'm really looking forward to that with you guys. And, yeah, that's all I've got for you. So
Until then, everyone have a great day, night, whatever it'll be, and I will see you in the next one.